day for the Austin City Council. I'm Leslie Rohde.
I'm Robert Hadlock. For the first time in more than 10 years, council members packed up and moved their meeting to another part of Austin. The stated reason, more community participation. KXAN City reporter Reagan Hackelman joins us live from the site of the council meeting in East Austin. And Reagan, I hear a special visitor stopped by the meeting earlier today.
Well, Robert, that's right. Just before noon, a motorcade pulled up here in front of the George Washington Cultural Center, and out stepped the president of the Dominican Republic. Now, President Leonel Fernandez stopped by the council to meet the mayor and the city council members and to see how Austin's local government works. Now, we're told by the president's aides that he's in Austin because he's interested in making his country's economy based more on technology rather than tourism. Now, before stopping here at the council meeting, he met with people over at UT and over at Dell, and we're told after that he went to Whole Foods because, of course, that's where you go to have lunch here in Austin. Now, back here live, today's council meeting was also historic because it was the first time in more than a decade that the Austin City Council decided not to meet at Austin City Hall.
So I'll call this meeting of the Austin City Council to order.
Following up on a campaign promise, Mayor Lee Leffingwell and the rest of the City Council are doing the city's work outside of City Hall.
During the campaign, we talked about transparency and accountability in government and accessibility, and this is part of that last part of accessibility.
The meeting is being held in the theater of the George Washington Carver Cultural Center in East Austin. Moving the meeting cost the city a little more than $6,000 in man hours. Was it worth it?
To me, it is. You know, this is a special venue in this part of town.
It's a part of the town that some we spoke with say the city of Austin tends to forget about.
I think it's very important. I think that they need to come back to the city. They need to come back and tell the people that they are. You know, the people are important.
Mayor Leffingwell says after today's meeting, city staff and the council will discuss if they think the meeting move was effective and if it should continue. If it does, the mayor says you can expect meeting field trips once every 6 months.
If it works out, I'd like to look at Southwest Austin next because one of the fastest growing parts of the city and definitely a part of the city that feels neglected.
Now, we were told by sources that city staff purposely made this council agenda a light one so that the meeting would not last very long. In fact, here about 30 seconds ago, the meeting actually wrapped up. Coming up at 6, we'll take a look at some of the decisions council made during today's meeting. Reporting live from East Austin, Reagan Hackelman, KXAN Austin News.